This is my 2008 BMW 335i E92 that I bought back in April. I had been searching for a nice, well-kept and maintained example for months and finally found this one with the spec and options that I wanted. This car spent all its life in North Carolina with two owners who took excellent care of it, and today we're going to future-proof the car mechanically by performing some routine maintenance, including changing several fluids and a brake job. But first we will start off with a basic inspection of the vehicle. Wow, it's a tight fit. Is there any play? Nope. How about this side? Oh, that seems pretty secure to me. The brakes are, there's a small lip. Pads have plenty of meat. All right, let's check the back. All right, no play side to side or up and down or on the other wheel. All right, now we're gonna get this thing on the lift. All right, I bought this car a couple of weeks ago without a pre-purchase inspection, so let's see how many 3 million oil leaks it has. Prop it up with your head. No wonder why these get lost so quick, so easily. All right, how many 3 million oil leaks do we have? Something up there is leaking. Whatever this pump right here is, looks brand new. I should mention this car has been extremely well maintained. Definitely some oil. That is got some residual on it, but I don't think it's the steering rack because if you look up here, there is leakage up there on these hoses. But overall, this isn't too bad actually, which is what I expected. How are these bushings? I definitely see some cracking in them, which is completely fine because they're getting replaced. I have new parts over there, but this one is definitely some cracking there. Sway bar looks fine. Ooh, look at the turbos. If we look at the pan here, it's actually pretty dry. There is nothing leaking on here. All right, with the lift one notch higher, I can now stand without breaking my back. Let me get some eye protection. Anyway, I'll take one oil leak so far as being a success. Considering there's not 2, 3, or 4, that is a win in my book. So yeah, oil pan gaskets, valve cover gasket, oil filter housing gasket, that's all been done on this car. Right, now I'm going to take the transmission pan off and look underneath there. It's a really interesting design. You'll twist it and it comes off. Rear main seal is good. Looks like the flex discs are old. Okay, there's a little bit of cracking there, but it's really not that bad. Transmission is completely dry. We will be servicing this. I have fluid for it. All right, let's move to the differential. Differential is bone dry. There is no leakage. Yeah, this car is very clean underneath because it has spent its whole life in North Carolina, so no rust. New Bilstein B4, those were replaced a couple thousand miles ago before I bought the car, which is a nice bonus. That could be better for sure. Yeah, I mean, these bushings are definitely old, but they're not like destroyed. Yeah, let's look at these bushings right here. Yeah, I mean, these are definitely old. I mean, there's a lot of movement there. I would say the number one thing needing replacing here is this. As you can see, there's quite a bit of movement there. These are gonna get done too, even though they're not that bad. Today we're gonna service the transmission and the differential. Here is the fluid which I'm going to use. Top Tech MTF, liquid moly, and full synthetic hypoid gear oil for the differential. These are both from FCP Euro, by the way. Here is my Sanford & Son transfer pump. Oh. Just smacked my hand against this bracket. See, I don't know if anything's gonna come out here. Over slightly. Nada. Okay, this is the drain plug. There we go. Yeah, this transmission service is 1,000,000 times easier than a 7G-tronic. No stupid filter or valve body to worry about, or pan with bolts that snap.
That looks like it needs doing.
Yep, I don't think it's been done, so it's time. I mean, it's not black, so that's good. Wait for that to drain out, and then I will reinsert the the drain plug. Go ahead and clean this off. Just a little bit of sludge, but that's it. All right, torque spec for this is 26 foot-pounds. That's it. All right, it is now time to fill up the transmission, and my Sanford & Son transfer pump is not needed because the liquid moly bottles come with a, whatever that is called, this thing. So let's fill it up. There we go. This should take just under 2 quarts. Stop dripping on me, damn it. Wow, it smells terrible. Didn't expect it to smell like that. I'm gonna move on to the second bottle. Okay, never mind. We are gonna use the Sanford & Son transfer pump. There it is, going in. All right, Sanford & Son transfer pump going in the second bottle. Yeah, I think I need a longer hose. Longer hose attached.
Isn't it supposed to leak out when it's full?
Yep, it's starting to now.
Okay.
Alrighty, transmission is now full. Taking the hose out. All right, putting the full plug back. Now that the transmission is full. Good and tight. That is the transmission done.
Good and tight.
Yeah, that was pretty much good and tight. Ooh, that fluid looks clean. Sucker inside the diff. Bring the pan to the floor. Look at that. There we go. Triceps are getting a workout. Boom. Why won't this damn cap come off? There we go. Insert the surgical device. Yeah, it's a slightly different tone, but that fluid was definitely not old. Oh, we have reached fillage. I'll let it drain out for a minute, for a second or two. Wipe off the plug. That is now clean. Go ahead and attach that. All right, torque spec is 44 foot-pounds. There we go. And boom, that is that complete. New oil in there, new oil in the transmission. The BMW is hungry for parts. Today we're going to be doing a brake job on the car. We've got front and rear rotors along with the pads, Zimmerman, and I think you will agree they look magnificent once I get them out of the box. So here we have new front and rear rotors, ceramic pads, and sensors, as well as paste. Just got my wisdom teeth out a couple of days ago. Still recovering from that. All right, let's engage Mr. Daytona. Oh, these jack pads are so cooked, but it's okay because I bought new ones. Rotors are rusty. All right, let's see how tight the last person put on these wheels. Okay, looks like a professional did it last time and not some tire shop. There's the rotor, little lip. Things are going flying. All right, now we need to loosen the caliper bolts behind there. Remove the sensor. There we go. Got that one loose. And now the one below it. There we go. All right, let me find something to hang this once it's off. There we go. Excellent. Why don't you want to come out? You vicious brake pad. Oh my God, the vicious brake pad. One brake pad out. Wow, these came out super easy. Second out. Anyway, let's get this rotor off. Well, it's off. I think it's hammer time. Off with you. How's my wheel bearing? Seems good to me. I mean, the car only has 94,000 miles, so it shouldn't be destroyed yet. Hub paste from Liqui-Moly. Dude, I can't get these gloves on when they're sweaty. Ooh, made in Germany. We like to see that. That means they're not rotor going on. I must find the hole. Oh, this is Newton meters. Oh my God. I didn't do the other torques the right way then. I did it, okay, well I did it as foot-pounds. So that means I did more than what it was. Yeah, because if I set it at, say, 26, it would have been less foot-pounds. But I set it as foot. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and change that. There we go. All right, let me go get the paste. Apply some paste. Let's go ahead and do it there. Do it here as well. I'd say bend them in a lot. There we go. I'm gonna have to bend these things in way more. Yes. Boom, they're in. That's in. All right, let's hope the other one goes in easier. Oh, there we go. All right. Numero uno. There's just no room to fit it. I'm gonna have to use an extension and go from underneath. Torque my mouth is killing me. Torque to speculation. There's a sarcophagus for junk in here. Yeah, alrighty. That's supposed to go right. There we go. Close that little door. Now this comes around here. Boom, sensor attached.
Look at that. It's like someone thought about it. Some German engineer.
I'll do away with this now. Yes. That's in. Looking pretty spiffy, don't you think? All right, just gotta put the wheel back on and then we can do the back. Excellent, now let's move on to the back. Yeah, these rotors have a little lip. Oh yeah, these pads are pretty cooked. Yeah, these rear brakes are definitely more worn down than the fronts were. All right, let's remove the vicious clip. All right, boom, that's it removed. Are they 18s like on the front? They are not. 16. There we go. Slowly does it. All right, that one's coming loose. Yep, it's coming loose. Let me move that sensor out of the way so I don't break it. Ah, yes. There. Let's do the pads first because that's the hardest part. Zesty drink, and I just got brake dust in it. Cheers. Bit of paste on them. Hopefully I don't have to expand these with the vice grips. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna need to expand that. Have a thingy, clamp onto the back here. All right, just had to switch out for a new SD card. Didn't realize a 64 gig one could fill up that quickly. All right, that is as pushed in as it will go. Paste for this one. Oh, look at that. So much easier than the other one. Time to take this rotor off. Oh, actually, having the parking brake on is extremely helpful. Oh, the rear ones are always the hardest. I did brakes and rotors on a F30 328i. Same shit. Maybe it's the parking brake. Let me turn that off. Come out with your hands up. Where's my WD-40? Last time I had to use a blowtorch to get the other ones off. I'd rather not employ such an extreme strategy. Oh no, it's coming off. We have success. I don't think these have ever been done, if I had to guess. All right, drill. Wow, there's still hub paste. Liquid moly paste. Move this sensor out of the way. Caliper going on. Slides on like a glove. Start the bolt. Excellent. Start the other one. Uno, dos. There we go. Just hit my head on the WD-40. Torch the spec. Now the vicious clip. That's the wrong way. By hand? By hand. And that's one side done. All right, forgot the stupid sensor. So we're going to rectify that real quick. It's plugged in. The other side is now done as well. All right, all I gotta do is put on the wheel and bed them in. And then we are finito. Old parts, into the bin they go. All right, bedding in the brakes. Guess I'll just go on 64 and let her rip. Start at 30. It's a green light, I gotta go. 60 down to about, what, 5-ish?
Yeah, 5 or 10. Notice it's not making that grinding noise anymore. That means all the coating is going, and now you're starting to actually bed in the brakes. They feel good from over here. How they feel into your foot?
Pretty good. Yeah. Pedal's a little mushy right now, but I think you just need some more persuasion. Oh yeah, I can feel it it's better that time for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, these feel great. Let's do a little pull on 264 here. And there's the national speed. All right, now I'm going to change the wiper blades real quick, and put on my little cover that took 2 weeks to get here.
I get an advanced sneak peek?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Vallejo, genuine BMW. This is the good stuff. This isn't the crappy garbage wipers. Changed my shirt, by the way, because it was so messy. Yeah, it has this little hinge, and it just comes right out like that.
Yep.
I think that's the right way. Yeah, Vallejo is pointed up like that. And there's this little cover for this one. Little cover and the missing one. There we go. Wow, that one fits a whole lot better than that one. Well, it snaps in better because it's brand new. Alrighty, now we're gonna do a quick brake fluid flush on the car. So when I did the brake job, I noticed the brake fluid was quite old and dirty. I didn't anticipate this because the fluid had been changed relatively recently, but actually having looked at the records for a second time, I realized that it's actually been a few years since it's been done, so it's time to do it again. Remove this cover here. Gloves, because brake fluid is nasty. Remove the cap. Leave it right there. Extract the old fluid. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this and take it out. Look at that. That's pretty disgusting, isn't it? All right, now I'm gonna attach the pump and make sure it's holding sufficient pressure. 3 million bars of pressure. Alrighty, the bleeder is holding pressure just fine, so we're gonna release the pressure. There we go. Here's the fluid that I'm gonna be putting in the system, liquid moly brake fluid .4. This fluid is perfectly adequate for the street, which is the application that this car is used for. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fill up the reservoir. Gonna start with one. Reattach the pump. And with that, we're going to conclude this video. In the next video, we're going to do some cosmetic fixes and upgrades to wind back the clock on this beautiful German machine. I hope you all enjoyed this BMW Wrench Fest.